and Xbox, specifically the fallout from Xbox's big three Japanese announcements, I'd say, from the Xbox Bethesda showcase, which would be Wolong Fallen Dynasty, Persona, and Hideo Kojima. If you like that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, but let's get right into it. We're going to start with Wolong Fallen Dynasty. So this is obviously a brand new game from Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja. Obviously, big, long history over on the Xbox brand with Team Ninja. They had the Ninja Gaiden games, which are phenomenal on Game Pass if you haven't played them, by the way. But this is a brand new game that they're developing for the system. It is multi-platform. I believe it is console launch exclusive. If that isn't correct, it will be coming to everything. Doesn't really matter. It's day one Game Pass. This game is very intriguing because we haven't seen Team Ninja on the Xbox side for a while. They've been over kind of making games for PlayStation with the Neo series, which has been well received. It's a Souls-like style game. Probably, I've heard some people say the second best team to do it behind From Software, which right off the bat should get you excited if you are a Souls fan and an Xbox fan, knowing that you're going to get a high quality Souls-like game on the Xbox platform coming day one, coming to Game Pass. It's just a really big announcement, and it's kind of the first, not the first step, but it's continued Xbox's push into the Japanese market. Like, hey, early 2023, we're going to start seeing new influx of Japanese games. And that's kind of what I want to touch on, really, because we haven't seen this push from Xbox in a very long time. It's been mostly things like the 360 era, where we had things like Blue Dragon, Lost Odyssey, and it's good to see them going back to that. It's good to see them reinvesting, getting these partnerships. A big partnership that they just got, if we want to move over, is the Persona series. And this announcement absolutely lost my mind for, but Persona 3, 4, and 5 are coming to Xbox finally. This is a huge get. This is a series that you've heard time and time again. No, that can't be on Xbox. That can't come to Xbox. That's a PlayStation game. And obviously, they've heard the feedback. They've gone to Sega. They've gone to Atlas. Like, hey, we need these on the platform. Our fans want them. And if you want these games, you need to support them, whether it's playing through Game Pass, whether it's buying a la carte if you don't have Game Pass. My main thing is support these games. Atlas is also bringing Soul Hackers 2 in August to the platform. Buy that game. As of right now, it's not on Game Pass. But these are the type of things you need to show the developer, show the publisher that these are the types of games you want on the platform. But overall, I want to bring focus to the fact that like Xbox Series S is selling very well in Japan. It's very good price point. It's small, fits what the Xbox audience in Japan is looking for. And these games are big games. Make no mistake. This is a huge get for Xbox. This is a big draw. This will get a lot of people to be like, hey, I could buy all these games on my PlayStation, or I could pay $15 and get all of them on the go. Cloud gaming is big over in Japan. You can get them on your PC. You can get them on your new Xbox Series S console if you decide to go that route. There's tons of different ways that they'll now be able to play these phenomenal JRPGs. And that is huge. Xbox is literally trying to show people the value of Game Pass, the value of getting into the Xbox ecosystem. And they're rewarding people that have been longtime fans by bringing the games that they want to the platform. Speaking of which, another partnership we need to talk about. Hideo Kojima. Obviously, Phil Spencer dropped this at the showcase, long been rumored by Jeff Grubb. Hideo Kojima and Xbox are working together to build a cloud game. This reportedly is a game that Hideo Kojima pitched to the Stadia team, and Stadia passed on it. So who do you go to when Stadia, I mean, they've gone under, basically. Stadia is basically non-existent at this point. You go to Xbox, who's doing cloud right, who are the biggest leaders in cloud gaming at the moment. You go over there, you pitch it, and it's a huge get to have Kojima. He is an icon in Japanese game development. He is just a world-renowned name in the video game industry. So you have a bunch of Japanese developers being like, oh, they got Atlas working with them. They got Hideo Kojima working with them. They got Team Ninja working with them. Like, we need to get on the Xbox train. That's clearly these people see something in Game Pass, in Xbox that we're missing. Let's go have these talks with Phil Spencer. Let's go have these talks with the Xbox team and see what they can bring to us, because clearly there's something that Japanese studios are missing. Yes, there are teams like Square Enix that seem to still be neglecting the Xbox ecosystem. They have brought some games over. We got Octopath Traveler on Game Pass. That still hasn't come to PlayStation. We are getting the upcoming Crisis Core remake, remaster, whatever they're calling it, but we still don't have Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's been 2 years. We are not getting Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is part 2 of Remake. That is also slated to be a PlayStation exclusive. So there still is that walled garden. And whether that's because PlayStation is paying for this exclusivity or Square Enix doesn't see the value in putting those games on the platform, these are the types of deals, Persona, Kojima, Team Ninja, that make those developers take notice and be like, hey, maybe we're wrong. Let's go have these talks. We need to figure this out. These are important conversations that Xbox gamers need to have. They need to request that the leadership at Xbox have, because you want these games on your platform. And I can't stress that enough, because it's just important that you have a diverse portfolio of games. You want people to be able to play the games that they like. You don't want to just be known as the bro shooter box, the first person shooter box, the Western RPG box. All those things are great, but there is a huge Japanese fan base. And it's good to see Phil and the team recognize this. Good to see them investing in this genre, because me personally, I love JRPGs. I'm huge into that genre. This makes it so much easier because Xbox is my preferred platform. But a lot of the time, you find me going to Switch, you find me going to PC, PlayStation to play certain games. Like, I've played Persona 4 Golden on my PC. I've played a bunch of JRPGs on Switch. I'm playing a bunch of JRPGs right now. The Yeast games I'm playing on PlayStation because they're in the PlayStation Plus new service. Why are they not in Game Pass? Why are they not on Xbox? Why did I have to wait for those? Those are other types of deals that Xbox needs to look at and be like, hey, this is a good step. We're far from done. We need to make sure that everyone can play their specific JRPG series or Japanese game that they want on our platform. And we've been seeing that slowly when they're integrating new games into Game Pass, such as Danganronpa, such as the the Somnium Files. Great gets for visual novel fans, good Japanese games, but they're not going to appeal to the mass audience of Xbox fans. Games like Persona that people have heard, if you've only been in the Xbox system, you've heard, hey, those Persona games over on PlayStation are amazing. So when they're in Game Pass, makes it so much easier to dive in and be like, I'm gonna check these out. I've heard really good things. Let's see what is going on over there and if this is worth getting. I also think this just really increases the chances that we're going to see something like Persona 6 launch day and date on the platform, because you now have that established relationship. Again, Atlas makes weird decisions. They could very well just keep it on PlayStation exclusive, comes to Xbox at a later date. But it's good knowing in the future, I'm almost certain Persona 6 is not going to skip Xbox. It just opens and breaks down so many walls that I think is important. So if you have a favorite JRPG series that you want on Xbox, please drop in the comments below. Tweet at us over at Project X Talk. I want to know. I would love to see what you guys want. I know Miles Dampier is always talking about the Mana games. He would love those to come to the Xbox platform. Those are the ones that need to be looked at. I played Trials of Mana, fantastic series. So we need to get those things, like I said, far from done, but it's a great start. And it's good to make inroads into a market that has a lot of potential, especially where the Switch is blowing up over there. But PlayStation is kind of faltering in Japan right now. So Xbox, time to step up. But that's all I got for today, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Again, let me know your favorite JRPG series that you want to come to the Xbox platform. My name's Kevin. Follow me at the Muffin Man on Twitter. It's a 1 and 7I and an O and 7A. Follow us at Project Xbox to stay up to date with all the latest videos. Until next time, see ya.